Hey, good Friday afternoon, YouTube. Hugmeister's Garage and Workshop. This is part 4 of the enclosed trailer job, and we've just finished up our electrical and solar. So I'll give you a walkthrough and show you what we did. First thing we did is we put a 120 volt plug inlet on here. So now we can plug in the shore power if we want. I'll take you up on the roof and I'll show you. We put two 200 watt Renogy solar panels up here, 12 volt. Went with the VHB tape system because of the smooth aluminum roof, and I didn't want to penetrate the roof, but we VHB'd it on the brackets. I mounted the brackets so they're all over the framing members, and then we put a Turnabond over that so those babies aren't going anywhere. And we hit our 2x2 joiner in here, and we Turnabond our harness coming in, and that goes into the inside. I'll show you that. But we also picked up some of those Vevor marker lights. They had orange, so I got 8 of those, and I gorilla glued them to the top of the aluminum panels, and they look pretty cool at night. They're like extra marker lights on the outside, and you don't got to turn them on. They just light up by themselves. We'll see how long they last, but next we'll go inside. Okay, going in the trailer now, and what we got is, that's where our solar comes in. I actually threw an extra set of connectors on there, so we got an extra disconnect so we can isolate from the roof if we want to there. Ran a pipe stub down below, tried to keep it neat, and I'll come back to this. I'll explain what I want to do with that, but there's our 12 volt. That's our shore power, one regular 120, and that's our lights for up there, and then I got 3 others I can use, and it gives us a voltmeter, 12 volt socket, and a USB charger. But this is what we got down below here. We even got our old diesel heater in. I don't know if you remember from one of my other projects, I just come out of the bus because I went with a separate component type, but this is perfect in here. Takes the edge off. Of course, now it's coming the summer, I don't need it, but the remote for that hangs right there, so it fires right up. Put a little elbow on here to get it over the edge of that, and that's still adjustable, so we can direct the air wherever we want to go. And I'll explain what's going on down here. Okay, in the back with the red, that's where our shore power cord comes in. And I ran that over to a surge protector outlet because I needed another outlet. Want that purple one splits and goes up to the gray box above. The other one goes to an onboard battery charger I bought, and for this lithium battery, and put a 100 amp breaker on it. That feeds this bus bar here, and then the bus bar feeds this mini panel for the interior lights, the diesel heater, and the auxiliary panel box up above. And this is our solar coming in, and I got it split. And what that does is that jumps on top, but I got a choice where that breaker on the right feeds that solar controller from Vevor. It's a 30 amper to charge that house battery. And then the other one, I can isolate it, and that goes to that set of leads up above I'll show you. So I've got choice of where the solar goes in. So we'll go back up here. Alright, and that's the other set of leads that comes off that other 30 amp breaker, because this baby right here has a charge port in it. And what this is one of those 2400 watt inverter power supply systems, and it was like 35% off, so I grabbed it. That was the last day, and they're like $1,400 on Amazon. I got this one for like $568 off Vevor. Now they're back up to $968, but they're still cheaper than everybody else. But that has a direct solar input, And it's still got the same, it's got the DC outputs on it. And if you can see several on Amazon, they're the same exact thing, just got a different paint scheme, but they're a lot more expensive. Plenty of outlets. And the reason I went with this, instead of a hardwired inverter, I just figured this is more portable. I can take this in and out whenever I want, use it wherever I want. But if we're using power tools or something, we'll just, we'll leave it in here. And if we don't need it, we can just take it out or use it wherever. So these, I'm looking forward to this thing. It's going to be pretty handy, I think. It's got a little light on the front. And it tells you what the input is and output is. It's kind of cloudy and it's getting later in the day. It's putting 57 watts in, but it was 125 earlier. But like I say, it's cloudy out. So that way it's charging for free. It's got a 120 volt input on it. It'll charge up to 1200 watts if you plug it in, but it's a pretty neat unit, so I want to see how it performs. But basically what we got here, this baby's all done, so I can take her back across the road into her parking spot. And let me know what you think, folks. I think it turned out pretty nice, pretty neat system. Well protected in the front, and we still got 16 foot of cargo area in the back. So have a good weekend, folks.